About the suppression of the Society of Jesus, I imagine very few Jesuits, if any, would say the society was totally blameless. No Jesuit had done any fault whatsoever. Father Echani's mentions in his book how one of our generals had some questionable theology. There was this guy in Martinique who was involved in probably embezzlement of funds and so on. Yes, there were faults. But were there faults so serious that the entire society, not just a couple of individuals, should be totally suppressed and wiped off the face of the map altogether? I think, if you'll excuse me saying it, that the legionaries of Christ had far greater reason to be suppressed, but they were not. Their superior general was sexually molesting his own members. He was held up as a model priest over and over again by John Paul II, even though it was later common knowledge that he had fathered children from many women. But they were hardly rapped on the knuckles. Was it because, unlike the Jesuits, many of the people behind this guy, including himself, Marcel, was giving heavy donations in dollars and euros to very many members of the Vatican Curia, which no Jesuit was doing? Whatever. So the society was suppressed. Maybe a few of us did a couple of wrong things, and for that we were all suppressed. The real reason, I think, was because we had trod on the corns of some of the cardinals of the Holy Office. We had unorthodox views, things like the Chinese rites and what the monopoly stood for, not following the usual accepted paths. We were disturbing heads of state because of the reducciones in Paraguay, speaking about the right of human beings to be free. And for these reasons, people in high places and the Vatican Curia were upset, and so we were suppressed. And then when we were restored, I think we were so chastened and so happy to be alive again. We came into being, first of all, as a very docile, very papistical group, one of the more conservative people on the face of the earth. And it was only thanks to Father Arupe and thanks to John the 23rd of the Second Vatican Council that we found our identity again, to be men in the forefront on frontier ministries, not being afraid to sometimes clash with the Vatican. Rules sit lightly with us. We are not afraid of being misunderstood, and if you're in the front line, if you're a frontiersman, you cannot but raise the hackles of those who are more conservative. And so it was thanks to Father Arupe that the society was refounded at the 32nd General Congregation. That's what we are today.